Our Lucas Mayer was granted an all-access pass and spent time everywhere with the women as they go through the rigors of a college basketball season. In part one of a two-part series, he focuses on the coaches' meetings and preparation.
We all love watching college sports and attending games where student athletes and their coaches have the opportunity to showcase their hard work. But rarely do spectators get a glimpse away from game day. I'm here to give you an inside look at the Indiana State women's basketball team.
After games, you know, it's the most important thing I think we do is we talk about the game and any adjustments, things we did well, things we have to clean up, and then once we feel like we're able to sort of tie up the loose ends with the previous opponent, then we go into the next game.
Coach Morin creates a plan for each practice. Ideas about every aspect of the team and upcoming contest are discussed by the staff.
Out of this meeting comes ideas of things we need to work on, whether it's from the last game or whether it's from just stuff we work on every day. And then she formats it so there's a nice flow to it.
6 statistical game goals are used to grade the team's performance.
Focusing on the process more so than the outcome, because there's some games that you win but you don't play well, and there's some games you lose but you play well.
Mun's on the block, Valley dribble pulls, Mun pops out.
That's good.
This is the first year the women's basketball coaches have been together.
We're open to each other's ideas and making each other look outside the box. You know, we're not a bunch of yes people that just constantly agree.
In addition to schemes and opponents,
Try to talk about individual players as well, their strengths and weaknesses, to get them able to not only perform as a team but individually continue to get better.
And that work is often done in the film room.
I think it helps prepare all of us players for who we're going to be guarding and, you know, their type of play.
Game video on the upcoming opponent is gathered from every school they've played prior to Indiana State.
All players will have a face page, which will be a piece of paper that has a picture of the starter, their stats, tendencies, and how we want to guard them.
The Lady Sycamores study the opposition just as they would study for a final exam. They are quizzed leading up to the game and practice what has been learned from the video.
We've seen teams run what we've watched them run on film, and, you know, we're like, okay, now we know what we're doing. We know how to react to this.
After film sessions, the team heads to the practice court to implement what they've learned.
Practice really does get us closer and gets us prepped for the games and stuff like that, so we know where to be, what to do.
2 keys of practice for ISU are a controlled scrimmage.
They made a mistake on offense, we'll talk about it. Made a mistake on defense, we'll talk about it, and we'll do an actual game for 7 minutes, but stopping it after one trip down and back.
And a free throw drill called 40-20.
Our kids have to make 40 free throws before they miss 22, and how it works is for every miss, it counts as 2. For every make, it counts as 1.
If we're doing it wrong in practice, you know, we're probably not going to do it right in the game, and then we'll probably lose, so it just motivates you to not disappoint, you don't want to disappoint the coaches.
The work leading up to game day has been finished. Now the Sycamores go home to rest and anxiously await to play under the Holman Center lights.
Part 2 is spending an entire game day with the team, everything from waking up in the morning to what it's like immediately following a game. That's tomorrow night right here on NBC2.